I've no time for pleasantries. I'm up to my ears in cargo manifests. You have some business with me? Body? I'm sorry to hear that. He was never very sneaky. Always stumbling around in the dark. His night vision was horrible, unusual for a Khajiit. Expected? No. I'm just not very surprised. I warned him there was risk, but he was eager and needed the work. Looks like you'll be collecting instead. I'll gladly pay you for his piece of the map. Sure enough, this is definitely one of the map fragments I've been looking for. Balky actually managed to find it to his credit. Shame he couldn't claim the reward. Well, you finished what he couldn't, so here you go. Didn't expect to see you again. Don't tell me you found another piece of my map. Faron's dead? I can hardly believe it. That dark elf was a seasoned marine for the Pact once. Guess the wilds are growing more treacherous. Glad you were more fortunate. I'll take that fragment off your hands for a fair sum. This is exactly what I was hoping Faron'd find. I didn't expect it would cost her life. That's just how it is out in the Sisters. Fickle as the sea. The map's appreciated. Make good use of the reward before misfortune finds you too. Unless we've got business, I've got no more time to talk. I'm not a rich man, and I got work to do. I'd tell you to mind your business, but you've done me a good turn. I wasn't always such an upstanding citizen. I got involved with some unscrupulous things around Port Hunding. It caught up with me, and I found myself on Aminos soon enough. I befriended another exile from Hammerfell, an old pirate who captained the Scourge of Sentinel. He terrorized the crown for years before disappearing. He told me he split a map of his treasure among his crew, but they never claimed it. The old pirate gave me his fragment before he passed to the far shores, and told me the rest of his crew were still in the Sisters. So I tried to track them down. None of them seemed to still be alive, but following their trails seems to have paid off. I already hired some others to track down the remaining fragments. I'm not willing to double deal behind their backs, but if you happen across any other fragments in your travels before they do, then that's just their bad luck. Fair?
Some gold for a poor beggar? Give or not, but if I starve, it'll be on your conscience.
You have saved many lives by ending Vox's threat. What you did was good and right.
Yes, my vaunted cousin Duke Monard controls this horrid little island. His consolation prize for the family's decision to support Rancer back in the day. That old bastard Emmerich can be quite punitive when he sets his mind to it.
Stranger, those stockade ruffians hauled away my husband. Can you help me? You're actually stopping to help? Everyone else ignored me or looked at me as though I were insane. My husband and I, we were here at Amino Station on business. Then the jailers grabbed poor Valentine and dragged him away. Into their damn prison stockade. And it won't be long before they finish processing him. Then they'll banish poor Valentine into the jungle and I'll never see my beloved again. Help me save my husband, stranger. I'll pay you handsomely. Please. On the prison island of Aminos? Hardly. Besides, there's no time. Here, take this bottle of Dufort Red. It's a rare vintage that Jailer Omdil absolutely adores. Give him that and he'll let you inside. Then find my Valentine and get him out of there. Here, I'll mark a location on your map. There's a spot out in the jungle where we can meet. I'll have us away off this cursed island by the time you collect Valentine and get there. Just give Jailer Omdil the wine, get inside, and find my husband. I do my research. Everyone in town says Jailer Omdil loves wine. They also say he's willing to look the other way in exchange for a free bottle every now and again. He guards the back way into the stockade, which is perfect for your purposes. Nothing illegal, if that's what you're asking. Well, nothing overtly illegal. We were watching the ships come and go, looking for a suitable crew and cargo we could take advantage of. We're thieves, all right. Maybe the jailers recognized Valentine. Look, I may have exaggerated my distress when we met, but everything I told you is true. They grabbed Valentine for no reason, and if we don't get him out, he'll be lost forever. It's not just the dangerous currents that make Aminos a prison. They do something when they process the prisoners. Magic or alchemy, I don't know the details. But anyone banished to the jungle, they can't survive anywhere but on this accursed rock. It's a perfect prison, and totally inhumane. Aminos Station is the only safe place on this damn rock. It consists of a port, a town, the prison stockade, and the jailer's keep. The rest of the island is a dangerous jungle, full of ferocious beasts, and I don't just mean the prisoners. The jungle's as bad as the darkest pit of oblivion. Wild beasts, monsters, and banished marauders roam freely. Valentine wouldn't last 2 shakes of a guar's stubby tail out there. And if they process him, he'll be trapped, until something kills him. I don't know. It depends. Some prisoners undergo processing within days. Others get to remain in the stockade indefinitely, as a reward for some service or another. The jailers call them trusties. I'd use a different word. There's no need. Getting to Aminos isn't hard. Getting off the island? That's another matter. Besides, between the gangs, the creatures, and whatever the jailers do to process the prisoners, only the toughest survive. And they have nowhere to go. Look, Valentine and I are thieves, and we're damn good ones. Getting into and out of impossible situations is what we do. In my case, I've had time to plan and prepare. Valentine didn't get the chance. That's why you need to go in there and help him. It's simple. You find my husband before they process him, escort him to the location I marked on your map, and we all get away before the jailers notice a thing. Trust me. Valentine and I have been doing stuff like this since the moment we met. Funny story. Mabson hired us separately to pull off the same job. She hoped we'd kill each other, to eliminate the competition, you understand. The look on her face when she found us, arm in arm, waiting in her chamber 2 nights later. Priceless.
Did that Dantane woman send you over here? Best not to get involved with that one, stranger. If she makes one more accusation about false arrests or incompetent jailers, I'll throw her into the stockade personally. Umdil? What in the name of Count Mornard's big toe do you want with him? Nope, never mind, none of my business. But if you're looking for Jailer Umdil, you can probably find him at the rear gate. Loves that post.
This is taking longer than I'd planned.
They'll make a statue out of me, too.
I came all this way to get my brother out of the prison stockade. But I was too late. He was already banished. So now I'm getting drunk before I go back to explain things to our parents.
Greetings.
The dice love me. Well, everybody loves me. I'm extremely lovable.
Did I see you talking to that Dantane woman? I'd stay away from that one if I were you, stranger. She's been over there bellowing like a banshee since before I started my shift. Omdil, that drunkard. If he isn't under a table somewhere sleeping off last night's wine, you can probably find him at the rear gate. He volunteers for that particular station every chance he gets.
Amino Station may not be as grand and exciting as High Isle, but I like it here. There's plenty of work to keep my hands busy.
Keeping myself busy here.
A storm that blew in out of nowhere. I've never before seen its like, and I've been sailing for close onto a decade. Some of the locals say that 3 ships sank in the storm, but I haven't spotted any wreckage along this part of the shore.
This one builds things for the prison stockade. Chains, manacles, stables, whatever the jailers ask for. Right now, no. This one is on a break. House Mornard rarely sends actual knights to deal with trouble here on Aminos. That's what mercenaries are for. Me? I'm just here to watch over a noble. I suppose I should go and try to find him at some point.
I miss the mountains. Even the volcano is barely the size of a hill back home.
Oh, hi. What am I doing? Oh, nothing, Daedric, I assure you. I'm just decorating. Yes, that's it. Just sprucing up this little section of Aminos Station.
Unless you want to become a permanent resident of the prison stockade, just move along, citizen. I'm tired, I'm thirsty, and I'm not in the mood for gadabouts from High Isle today. Have you lost your senses? Why in the name of Rupka's starry britches do you want to go inside? There's nothing but murderers, cut purses, and thieves in there. They'll eat you alive. Is that... It is! A rare du Fort Red! My favorite! Alright, take this outfit, wear it, and the jailers will think you're a trustee and leave you alone. Oh, but watch out for any jailers carrying a torch. They can spot a disguise in a sandstorm. As for finding a thief, I'd check the head jailer's office in the keep if I were you. You want to see if the thief you're looking for has been processed yet or not. The head jailer keeps a ledger with that information. Put on that trusty outfit before you head inside. If you get caught, we never had this conversation. Understand? Good. Depends on your intentions. If you just want a word or two with the thief, the head jailer keeps records of which prisoners are in the stockade and which have been sent to the jungle. On the other hand, processing means a lot more if you're planning a rescue. But I don't want to know nothing about that. If the thief has been processed, then he's already been banished. Or he's about to be. And once that happens, there's no leaving this island. At least not alive. What? Do I look like some fancy robe from the Mages Guild? The process is magical, I think. Or maybe alchemical. Anyway, a processed prisoner can only survive in the wilds of Amanos. If you can call living in that jungle surviving. Now go away.
let's pretend I never saw you. That way, whether you're a prisoner who slipped out of the stockade, or a citizen wandering where you're not supposed to, I don't have to fill out any paperwork. Just get out of my sight. Now.
No one should be up here, whether free citizen or prisoner, trustee or noble. Move along, or I'll toss you in the worst part of the stockade.
This one school, this one will kill them for the insult.
A new trustee? The jailers never tell me anything.
Funny, I haven't heard about any new trustees lately. I'm watching you, stranger.
I don't want to be banished! Please tell them! I didn't do it! Please!
You're new? Well, just you wait. Your turn will come soon enough. I've been processed. Now it's just a matter of time before the jailers haul me off and banish me to the jungle. Life is so unfair.
This fire is for trustees. Anyone else becomes kindling.
Am I in trouble?
You don't belong here, do you, little mouse? Come and tell Garwillith all about it. You may be able to fool the less attentive jailers and inmates of this place, but not me. Don't worry, I won't reveal your secret. As long as you tell me why you're here, of course. Valentine. Valentine. Yeah, maybe I know such a person. You seem the courageous sort. Let's make a trade. Help me get revenge on another inmate, and I'll point you in the right direction to find... what's his name? Oh, nothing violent. A trustee named Yavara likes to make camp on the platform over there. All I need you to do is steal something from a jailer and place it in her bedroll. Simple as dirt. Do me this favor, and I'll tell you where to find Valentine. Not just any prisoner, Yavara. That viper used something I found to earn her status as a trustee. I should be the one getting 3 meals a day, a spot on the platform, and a guarantee I won't be processed. Help me teach her a lesson, and I'll help you. No need to get violent about it, fine. I helped Valentine sneak out of the stockade and into the caldera just before you got here. Said he needed to check something past the big tree and near where the waterfall plunges down. Now leave me be.
Finally got my trusty status, and one of the jailers gave me a fishing pole. As long as I share my catch with Jailer Afronia, I get to keep coming out here. And I get to keep the pole.
Damn, the legend was right. I do need 3 keys. Oh, hello. If you're one of those horrid prisoners come to rob me, I'm afraid my current situation has left me quite destitute. But come to think of it, if you'd be willing to help me out, I can promise you a sizable chunk of gold. What do you say? Marcel? Why would she do that? She knew my plan was to get arrested and steal the Daybreak gem. I let those jailers grab me on purpose. Well, at least it sounds like she has a better exit strategy than I devised. From the prison? Whatever gave you that idea? No, I needed to get into the prison to examine a book I knew was inside the jailer's keep. Secrets of Amanos. A rare tome full of secrets I require to access the old vault. The one where the Daybreak gem is stored. Pay attention, my friend. I didn't think I was going too fast. The old vault was built and forgotten years ago, but with the information from that book, I finally know how to open it. Will you help me? I hoped the legend was wrong, that I'd only need the 1 key I already have. But alas, it requires 3 keys to open the vault. And now I know where to find them. Help me survive the jungle and acquire the other keys, and I'll pay you handsomely. Brilliant! According to the book, the keys were hidden separately, one in the southern jungle, the other in the west. Here, I'll mark your map with the location specified. Have you heard the legend of the hidden vault? It's quite fascinating. It's remarkable. The legend of the Sisters. Famaza, Finami, and Farah, a trio of pirates who amassed untold treasure from their raids along High Rock's coast. According to the story, they chose Amanos as the site to build their hidden vault. Well, this was before Amanos Station and the prison stockade. The sisters built their vault and hid their treasure. While the vault was under construction, Famaza fell in love with a local named Altinway. That's when everything started to fall apart. Altinway convinced Famaza to betray her sisters so they could keep the treasure for themselves. Her sisters learned of the plan and hid their keys before any confrontation could occur. You see, all 3 keys were needed to open the vault. Nothing good. The sisters died fighting each other, leaving Altinway with 1 key and the secret of the vault. He bragged of it in a tavern, which is how the legend got started. He met his end searching the jungle for the other 2 keys. Right behind this rocky cliffside. The locks are hidden in the boulder I was examining. Ingenious design, but it definitely requires all 3 keys. You know, I was hoping the legend was wrong about that. Oh well, A lot of research went into determining which rare book mentioned the keys, then more to find out there was a copy in the prison. After I obtained Famaza's key from a far too trusting descendant, I came here. Anyway, we'll soon have the other keys. Dangerous? Sure, but nothing you can't handle. We haven't been processed yet, so we can come and go from the jungle as we please. Just make sure none of the jailers notice. They usually don't pay much attention outside the stockade, though. This isn't just any gem. The Daybreak gem has a rich history. And it's part of a different legend. I'll let you in on another secret. With the Daybreak gem, I can find an even more legendary vault that contains an even greater treasure. Precisely. Now you see why I was willing to risk banishment to obtain the Daybreak gem. I'm just glad Marcel found you and sent you to help. She really is a terrific partner. Now, let's go get those keys.
Need to learn how to stay on the good side of the jailers. You don't want to get processed and banished to the jungle.
Certainly not. I heard that if you get processed and banished, you can never leave the jungle or you die. Some kind of alchemy or magic or something.
Through this gate lies the jungle of Amanos. Your home for the rest of your miserable lives.
Please! I'm innocent, I tell you! Don't send me into the jungle!
Too late for that. You've all been processed. If we don't banish you into the jungle, you'll die.
Right. Certain death out here. At least a slight chance to survive in the jungle. That's the fate of the banished. Processed prisoners, I've seen all kinds. Some beg and plead, others cry like babes dragged from their mothers' breasts. Others get angry, offer gold, make threats. It would be sad if I didn't find it so amusing.
An innocent orc, banished to the wilds of Amanos. What's fair about that? I hear there are gangs roaming the jungle. Maybe I can join one. Safety in numbers, right? Banished to the jungle doesn't sound too terrible, does it? How bad could it be beyond those gates? Probably just a lot of talk to frighten us. Yes, that's it. Just a lot of talk.
I'll find a way to make them all pay. Everyone responsible for sending me to this damn dung heap. They'll rue the day. Rue, I say!
Back to the stockade, prisoner. It will be your turn for processing and banishment soon enough.
I'm gonna survive out in that jungle, just to spite them all. Wait and see if I don't. Wait and see.
Thank you for standing beside the Queen at Tarnzel Will, Traveler. Stars watch over you.
This one knows she can never leave the jungle. But sometimes, slipping through that gate is so tempting. Stay back! This one was just looking at the gate and regretting the choices that led her to this fate. This one cannot do that. This one was processed, so she cannot live anywhere but within this dung-infested jungle. You are prisoners and do not know this. Once you are banished to the jungle, leaving it will kill you dead, dead, dead. No, no lie. This one saw it with her own eyes. Poor Humdo did just that. Turned to dust before he had gotten more than a few steps through the gate.
The jungle is bad, but turning to dust? This one thinks that would be much worse.
Doing something with magic-y?
Look, up there. If I were a key, I'd hide up there. These old ruins. This must be the place. Look around for a key while I keep watch.
Reaching in there like that.
Hey, friend! Down here! One more key and the Daybreak Gem will be ours. We're so close. You're a natural. One key down, one to go.
Ahoy! Have a moment for a sailor seeking their fortune. Got a proposition for you, mate. Could earn you a tidy share of treasure, or, better still, a place as first mate on my ship, soon as I've got one. Interested? I knew you were a savvy one when I saw you. Name's Ias Maul. Not one you'll know. Yet. Got notoriety in my blood, you see. My family's been making a name on the Abetian for generations. I'm here to start carving out my place among the greats. One of my most famous ancestors vanished in Ghost Haven Bay, along with her whole ship, crew, and treasure. I aim to find her fortune. Once I've got my family treasure, then you'll get your share of the bounty, first mate or no. We have an agreement? Finding the loot might not be as easy as it sounds. A lot of ships vanished here besides my ancestors, and Ghost Haven Bay is supposed to be haunted, if that weren't obvious from the name. Let's start by searching for signs she was really here. Just stories, really. Used to be a perfect, secluded place to weigh anchor before some terrible catastrophe made it impassable by sea, trapping countless ships. Heard a dozen tales claiming to tell how, but I only put stock in what my family says. They claim my ancestors sailed with one of the biggest fleets of freebooters in the Abetian. My family thinks they came here to divide the loot after a really big raid and turned on each other. It was a battle so big it closed off the bay. My ancestor was real enough, and if her treasure's here, it might be my means to a ship of my own. I don't know about you, but I won't be finding my fortune working as a deckhand the rest of my life. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Stowed away on one of the galleys that comes through Amino Station to pick up what the prisoners bring in. I just grabbed a sack and started unloading as soon as we entered port. When I walked off into the wilderness, nobody made to stop me. I didn't think that far ahead. The way I see it, if I find my ancestors' treasure, I can probably bribe my way out. And if I don't, I've got bigger troubles. I'll sink that schooner when it comes around.
Anything valuable in there? You have to break away.
Hey, that's my family crest on the cover. That's promising. Wish more of it were legible. Glad to have you at my back. This place is already sending chills up my spine. Let's have a look through all this detritus. See if we can't find something belonging to my ancestor or her ship.
I hope I helped.
The crest on the pommel matches my necklace. This belonged to my ancestor for sure. This is it. This is really it. The place where my ancestor's legend came to an end. Feels a little strange to be picking over her leftovers like some harpy, but it's not like I'm just some scavenger. I'm family. This is, an inheritance. Yeah. There's supposed to be a cavern farther down the bay, big enough to harbor ships. That's probably where the freebooters were dividing their loot and stashing their treasure. Whatever calamity befell their fleet probably occurred there, too.
Waiting to try the spell out. Break free!